This is Change Your Mindset Podcast, the podcast that helps change your life by helping change the mindset of the 99% into the 1% mindset. Here's your host, Adrian Gomez.
Welcome to Change Your Mindset Podcast. I'm your host, Adrian Gomez. Majority of people have no idea where their money goes. They get paid, and next thing you know, they're blowing their money. All they know how to do is buy. That's why people always go on shopping sprees. That's all they do. That's all you're pretty much brainwashed to do. People just get their card out. They either slide, they tap, insert, whatever it is to purchase their item. They don't keep track of how much money they spent. They just go through their paycheck. And that's why 60% of adults live paycheck to paycheck. You need to know exactly where your money is going. For myself, my personal finances, I have a list and I know exactly where my money is going and how much I'm left over with. And that's very crucial nowadays. Keep people just blow the money. That's what keeps them in the rat race, never improving, never getting wealthier. All they do is spend money because that's how you have been trained to do. Like I said before, you see ads everywhere where they can take your money and try to sell you something. On TV and commercials, social media ads, in real life, wherever you go, they're always trying to take your money. And like I said, you need to know exactly where your money is going to the penny. So I'm going to tell you exactly how you should be doing this. It's very simple. You're just going to get a piece of paper. And obviously you need a pen, pencil, whichever. You're going to sit down and you write down all your expenses. If you don't know your expenses, obviously you can get the bank statement if you get it in a physical letter, or obviously if you have the app, you can just look it up and you can see how much you pay for whatever you buy. So at the very top, you're going to put income. However much you make in a month, you're going to put that at the top. If you have multiple forms of income, add it all together, put that at the top. And then you're going to start writing down each of your expenses. So your income's the top, however much it is. Then the next one is going to be your expense. So whatever your highest expense is, more than likely it's going to be your rent or your mortgage. Usually that's most of people's highest expense. And next one's going to probably be gas. So you can write down gas and minus that as well. And the next one is probably going to be groceries. Or maybe if you don't buy groceries and you eat out all the time, write that. And for gas and groceries, if you're doing this every single week, you're going to get an average of the amount for that week. And you're going to multiply it by 4 to get how much you spend in a month for that category. And next one's probably going to be your electricity bill, your utilities, whatever it is, you're going to minus that expense. And you're going to do that for each category of each of your expenses. And then you know how much you're spending per month per expense. And once you have all your expenses per line, you're going to get your income from the top and subtract every single expense you do per month. And at the bottom, you will see how much money you have left over each month after you've gone through all your expenses. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's just say someone makes an income of $5,000 per month. And let's just say their mortgage or rent is $2,000. So you minus that $2,000, left with $3,000. And after that, let's just say their gas is, let's say $80 a week. You're going to times that by 4. That's going to be $320 per month. And then they're going to end up with $2,680. Let's say they buy groceries. Let's say they spend $150 on groceries a week. So you multiply 150 times 4. That's going to be $600 a month. You subtract that, and it's going to end up giving you $2,080. And let's just say a week, the utilities, like the electric bill, water, whatever it may be, let's say that's $200 a month. Subtract that. That leaves you with $1,880. Let's say this person goes to the gym. Let's subtract $35 from the total. It's going to end up with $1,845 left over. And let's say this person follows the rules to success and invests their money per month. Say they invest $300 a month. We're going to subtract that from the total. We'll be left with $1,545. And let's say this person spends $200 a week on whatever it is. Maybe they're going shopping, clothing, Maybe you have kids, you have some expenses like that. Whatever leftover expenses, let's say it's $200. So you times that by 4, that's $800. So the person at the end of the month is left with $745 left over after all their expenses. If you want to know the total, how much money you have left over, you're going to times that by 12. And that's for this person is going to be $8,940 they have left over after all their expenses and after all their activities they do. And that's for the year. So at the end of the day, you need to understand exactly where your money is going. Because if you're struggling with your money, you have that list and you start eliminating certain categories and expenses that you do not need. And that's how you know where your money's going and how you can save money, or you can move money to different areas and expenses like investing if you want to create more money. Because at the end of the day, we spend a lot of money on things that we do not need. And that's going to lead me to my next topic. How you should be a minimalist, even though it will be very hard and a lot of people it's probably nearly impossible for them. Like I said, we buy a lot of things that we want. Do we really need them? No. Are they necessities? No. But it's something we want. When you buy something, you need to ask yourself, is this something I really need or is this something I want? And then you got to think about it as well. If I buy this, is this going to help me to get to my goal out of getting out of a job, being financially free? Because the truth is, anything you buy nowadays, whether it's for a hobby or something like clothing, games, cars, whatever it is, something that you want, it keeps you exactly at that job that you probably hate, keeps you in the rat race, and it makes you further and further from you getting your freedom back, getting your life back. Every time you make a purchase, you're further away from getting your freedom. But of course, people don't see it like that. They just see it as, I want this, I'm going to buy this, and then I'm going to be happy. People need to realize when someone buys something, it's usually make them happy. It might make you happy for a day, a couple weeks, maybe a couple months. Let's say maybe a year or two. And after that, you're over it. Then you do the same process again with a different item, with a different purchase. And you keep doing that cycle over and over and over. You get that dopamine of being happy for a little bit. But that dopamine over and over for a little bit is not going to be long term. The long term is getting your freedom back, getting your life back, doing whatever you want. That will make you happy. Now, all these little purchases that make you happy for a little bit, then you do the same thing over and over. People do not see it like that. People, like I said, are brainwashed. This is all psychology. And these people at the top know this. They know you want to be happy for a little bit, and you just want that next dopamine hit. Same thing with drugs, alcohol. A little bit of happiness for a little bit. You repeat it again. That's not going to make you happy in the long term. People just don't understand that. Stop wasting your money. Be a minimalist. Save your money. When you get enough money, buy something that's going to make you more money, which would be an asset that produces money for you. This is exactly what wealthy people do. They invest in businesses, real estate. They invest their money. While people spend their money, they invest it, which makes them wealthy. But people don't say it like that. People are so brainwashed to just keep buying. Like I said this before in previous podcasts. Why are you going to work a whole week, make money, just to spend it, go back to work, make money, spend on things you don't need, and repeat that process for the rest of your life? Does that make sense to you? To me, it doesn't, but majority of people, that's how they live their life. That's how they are told to live their life. We have all these materialistic items that keeps you brainwashed, keeps you in the rat race, instead of you getting your freedom and your life back. And that's really sad. Because most of the stuff you buy, you don't need it. You can survive without it. But in a first world country, we're taught to buy. We're taught to buy things with the money you work hard for. Like I said, you don't need any of it. But some people want to impress other people. They want to keep up with the Joneses. If they have a nice car, they want to show they have a nice car to compete with them. Makes no sense. But that's the world we live in. And that's the 99% of people's mindset, which is sad. But like I said, You don't need any of this. If you have a house, you have somewhere to sleep, if you have food in your stomach, that's the main things you need in life. Not all these materialistic things that we want so bad, that we do not need. And like I said, every time you're going to buy something, is this helping you get out of your job, helping you get your freedom back? Is this going to make you more money? The majority of the time, the answer is going to be no. 99% of the time, it's going to be no. And you got to think about it. If you buy this, is this going to keep you alive? And if it is, then obviously you need it. That's a necessity. If it's something that's not going to keep you alive, you really don't need it. Like I said before, I'm not perfect. I was brainwashed just as well. I did everything everyone else did. I would obviously have a job. When I get paid, I'd go buy things I really didn't need. Until I changed my mindset and I said, I don't need any of this. And everything changed for me. My life changed. Everything changes when you change your mindset. The things I bought back then that I did not need, I sold them. Because I don't need it. It was a want. It's not a need. And I thought about it. What I bought back then kept me having a job, did not give me my freedom back. And it kept me in that cycle for years, unfortunately. Like I said, I could say all these things to help you out. But at the end of the day, it's up to you. How you live your life is up to you. How your mindset is up to you. What you buy is up to you. I can tell you how to do everything right. How to make money, how to change your mindset. At the end of the day, it's always going to be up to you. I can't force you to do anything. I can't change your mindset for you. That's something you have to do on your own. If you're tired of living the life you live, you have to change your mindset. That's the only way possible. Like I said before, what everyone else is doing, do the opposite. Because like I said, people get paid from the job, and on the weekends they go blow it. They go out partying, they buy things they don't need. It's the same process over and over and over. It might be hard not going out and eating and spending a lot of money. You can do that occasionally, of course. Why not? You're not going to have to suffer. But you do have to make sacrifices in life. Most people will not want to make any sacrifices. That's what keeps them in the same position they are. You might have to sacrifice going out on weekends, spending money, buying things you don't need, going out eating when you have food at home. You're going to have to make sacrifices. Because look at everyone else around you. They do the exact same thing. More than often than not, they have a job. And they have a job for the rest of their lives. If you want to be like them, and do what they do. Go blow your money, do that same cycle over and over. But if you want to do the opposite, have a different outcome, a different life from them, do the opposite of what they do. And you will see the difference. And you will see the outcome is totally different from what they do. They might tell you, you're not fun anymore. You never want to do anything. You're a cheapskate. Whatever it is, just remember, the path they take is the path everyone else will take, which is 99% of people are having a job, staying in the rat race, being miserable, hating their lives. The path you take is going to be the complete opposite. I guarantee it. The way you spend your money, the way you use your money will be the difference between the rich mindset and the poor mindset. That's what separates them. Poor people, they get money to spend money. And the rich, they make money and invest that money to make them more money. So how you spend your money is up to you. And it will determine your life. So if you hate your life right now, you gotta change how you spend your money. Be a minimalist and invest your money. While everyone else does the same thing, don't be like them. Think like the 1%. Like I said, it's up to you. And it will always be up to you. It's your life. It's your destiny. How you decide to live it, it's up to you. Change your mindset to change your life. Thank you guys again for this podcast. I appreciate it as always. Thank you, Patron member Blade262, for supporting the podcast. It helps tremendously if you want to support the podcast. Patreon link is in the description below. And if you do, I appreciate it and thank you. So I wish you the best. Keep fighting. Keep saving your money. Change your mindset. Be the best version of yourself. Thank you again. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Change Your Mindset podcast. Be sure to tune in every week for a new episode. As always, change your mindset to change your life.